What's happening, people? We are back with another Vibe Along. You guys know what it is. Manchester United women kicking off their WSL campaign. West Ham welcomed to LSV. And if you lot remember, Manchester United have had some interesting fixtures against West Ham in the last couple seasons. I think the most recent one I went to was at Old Trafford back in March, and they beat them 4-0. West Ham had a red card. Big up to everyone in the chat. Early morning. I know it's not even early. It's just about to be 12 p.m. here in the UK, but that's still early for a Sunday. I got my cup of tea here. I've got my electric blanket. I'm comfy. I'm good. If you want to watch the game, you can watch it on MUTV or the FAplayer.com. The game is not being covered on Sky Sports or BBC or anything, so you can watch it over there. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up Steffi saying, you know what it is. I need to make that an emoji. You know what it is emoji, because you definitely know what it is. 1 minute silence starting now, so we're gonna be respectful with the one minute silence, and then we're gonna get going. There you go. 1 minute silence done. Big up Steffi talking about my mug. What does it say? It says, I'm sorry, but your opinion means very little to me. Big up to anyone that watches Rick and Morty. If you know, you know. Big up to everyone in the chat. Be sure to hit the like button on your way in. You lot know the rules. You come in, you wipe your feet, you hit the like button. Get your predictions in the chat. You know what, guys? I'm going for like a 3-0, 4-0 Manchester United. I'm not going to lie. I feel bad saying that because one of my friends actually plays for West Ham. So I kind of feel bad saying that. But I troll her all the time. Especially today. I was trolling her this morning ahead of the game. And she was just laughing. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up Dan, says, Minna, what's good? How you doing, Dan? I hope you are well. Hope you're having a good day. Let me know you lot's plans for Sunday. Obviously, Super Sunday, City versus Chelsea later on. But we got some nice women's matches today ahead of the international break as well. Big up Ravi, says, oi, 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 oi. Hope you lot are all good. Big up Babagan, says, hi Minna, my mom's name is Amina and I'm a United fan from Nigeria. I can't get better than that, can it? Big up to Nigeria. Shout out to your mom. Absolutely legendary name. Clearly she's got an amazing name. Big up to yourself and anyone watching from Nigeria, West Africa, anywhere, Africa, anywhere, wherever you're watching from. Big up. Appreciate the support always. Steffi says, oh, you got the coaster as well. Oh, you got it on your coaster. Yeah, I put that on my coaster on the office table to let people know what I thought about them. It's funny. I got this as like a gift. I like personalized mugs. If you guys ever watch streams where I'm drinking a cup of tea, you will know that I'm always drinking personalized. I'm drinking from a personalized mug. Ravi says United can score 10 today. Bro, I think they could. They put 7 past Everton. I'm not saying West Ham are as bad as Everton, but I definitely think they can put a couple past West Ham today, especially with Nikita Paris. So let's go through the starting lineups quickly because they're getting ready to kick off. Mary Earps in goal, Riviere, Letitia, Turner, Blundell. Zellum is back in the starting lineup with Miyazawa and Toon. Same midfield that we saw last WSL game, actually 2 WSL games ago. And then we got Paris. Congratulations to Paris, her second WSL start of the season, well deserved after her hat-trick. And we got kickoff, and I forgot to start my timer because you lot know I'm always disgraceful. And we got Jace up top with Leah Golton, obviously, on the left-hand side. Kickoff is underway. We're going to get it cracking. I'm saying 3-0 United. I'm saying 3-0 United because I think, the only concern I have is the midfield, but that is what it is. And guys, you lot know what it is. If you want additional Manchester United women contents, I've launched a podcast. Yeah, where do I find the time to do all of this stuff? I don't know, but I'll be consistent with it. It's called Le Carrington. If you go on my channel and you go on the community tab, it's the most recent post. It's only on Spotify as at the moment, as I kind of get it sorted to go on all the other platforms as well, Apple, etc. It's free to listen to. You ain't got to pay for it. Is literally, you're going to get your pre-match, post-match conference stuff. You're going to get your pre-match analysis, post-match analysis, transfer talk, you name it. A completely independent podcast, all done by myself. I do the recording, I do the editing, I do the distribution, I do everything. Same as my channel, to be honest. I do everything. So I appreciate it if you go and have a listen, because the first episode will be recorded after this game and it will be out by like 5-6 p.m. today. That's what you guys can expect. But big up to everyone. Is West Ham are actually on the counter right now, but Turner deals with it. Shout out to Starlord, says big up Minna, big up Starlord. Hope you lot are doing well. Let me know your plans today. What's your plans, guys, for Sunday? Sunday's always a chilled day for me. It's just it's like football content, that's it, and clean my house, because Sunday is a day for chores. Zelen with a nice switch to Galton. Can she find her? Because she does. Galton manages to control it, brings it down, but just gives it away. United with a big game. Big game next week as well. Manchester derby, I'm looking forward to that. Galton with a 1-2 to Elatoon. Puts the ball into the box. Can Paris get on the end of it? Sissoko deals with it. Miyazawa tries to get a volley on. United 1-0. Jace, 1-0. Let's go. 2 minutes in. 2 minutes in. United up 1-0. This might be a goal fest, guys. This might be a goal fest. And you know what? I'm all for it. 2 minutes in, Miyazawa got a shot off. It looked like a shot, but it was kind of like going in the air, dipping, nowhere near the keeper. Keeper slow off her line. Arnold didn't even come off her line. And Jace just gets in behind with a header. 1-0, 2 minutes in. Let's get it. Let's go. Big up Suleiman in the chat. I hope you're doing well, bro. Says, I'm alive. That's good to hear. That is great to hear. I hope you're doing well. Sunday vibes, man. You guys know what it is. I need to stop saying you know what it is, because like I said, imagine you don't know what it is. Imagine you don't. I'm making a tiger stick sandwich, then a bath, then a nice banger of the devil's lettuce. That sounds scary. Tiger stick sandwich and then devil's lettuce. What kind of names are those for food? What kind of names are those for food? Guys, this weather is absolutely killing me right now. It is so cold in London that I've got my heated blanket with me all the time. But it's 1-0 United. Let's not focus about me and the cold and all of that kind of stuff. It's 1-0 to Manchester United. We might be seeing some goals. We might be seeing a capitulation. Big up Koala, says, big up Minna. I'm traveling and left the house. I just left the house. I won't be able to tune in for the stream, really and truly. I'm an absolute disgrace. You know what it is. United women better than the men's. The mighty have fallen. You know what? United women, I don't think, have had the greatest start this season. They've had like, I think it's three draws, 2 wins, sitting around 6th. Whereas, you know, rivals like Chelsea have won all their games. So it's been a difficult start, I think, for United women. But these are the games that we need to pick up points, and these are the games we need to improve our goal difference as well, because, you know, the end of the season will be the end of the season. Our final game of the season is against Chelsea, and if it's the same thing as last season, where the title goes down to the final game, goal difference will be a big thing, and that will be Emma Hayes' final WSL game, because she's leaving Chelsea at the end of the summer, at the end of the season. No apologies. Big up Joshua, says, but we're still unbeaten, like the men's under 18s. That's true. That's one good thing, is that we actually haven't lost. We actually haven't lost the game this season. And if you lot remember last season, we didn't lose much. I think we only really lost to Chelsea. We beat Arsenal, we beat City, we beat like the main rivals. So we never really lost much last season. Yeah, they haven't lost compared to the men's. That's true, Suleiman. That is true. That looked like a handball from Essia. There you go. Nice little tackle. Paris picks it up. 1v1 versus Sissoko. Oh, nutmeg! Jace with the nutmeg! She skips past Sissoko. Oh my god. Oh my god. What a run of play. What a run of play. I wish I could describe it to you. I'm going to try my best, guys. I'm going to try my best to describe it to you lot. She had her back to the defender, flicked it through her legs, nutmegged her, skipped past another defender, played it to Paris. Paris just put a bad cross in. She just put a bad cross in. But Jace has been impressive so far. Who plays for West Ham? Big up Joshua. You guys can see the names below here. But if there's anyone I was to say that, you know, they don't really have popular players that play for them, I would say. They don't have popular players. They have Hao Sissoko, who's a centre-back, a French centre-back. They have Arnold, who's I think an English goalkeeper, or Australian, I might be wrong. They got SC up front, another English player. They're not like the big teams. Elatoon with a ball in. Oh, it was a shot, it looked like, and keeper made a save. So United are looking for that second goal. Who's your friend, Mina? My friend is Sissoko. Her name is Sissoko. Big up to her. She got sent off the last time. I went to watch United play them at Old Trafford, and she got sent off. But big up to her, man. She's great. She's a lovely person. 6 minutes in. I think, you know what? I said 3-0, guys. I said 3-0, but maybe it might be a little bit more than that. It might be a little more than that. Essie is French. Yes, she is. Her friend is Lauren James. I would love to be friends with Lauren James. She plays Call of Duty. I would love to play Call of Duty with her. So if anybody, I might have to like find some way to be her friend. Because she plays, you know what? A lot of, even like the United women's team, you know, Hannah Blundell, if you guys know, the left back. She's a streamer on Twitch. She streams Call of Duty. And she plays with some of the other teammates in Manchester United. So I don't know. That would be actually a great video idea if I was to play Call of Duty with them. A ball in. Parrish chasing it down. Keeper comes out and just lofts that into the crowd. So far, it's been all United. It's been all United so far. Tiger Bread and the left. Oh, okay. Sorry, Star-Lord. Apologies. I thought you were actually talking about food. I thought that was actually like bread and lettuce. I was thinking, what kind of meal combination is bread and lettuce? That is the most random meal combination. But now I know it's not a meal. City versus Chelsea today, guys. Who you lot supporting? Because I hate Chelsea and I hate City. So I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind a draw. Then again, should I say I wouldn't mind Chelsea winning, because Chelsea are a lot further behind in the table. Turner deals with a cross in and sees it out for a corner. LSV is not as packed. I don't know if it's because of the weather. I don't know if it's because of the fixture. You know, it's West Ham. No offense to West Ham, but it's not as packed as it usually is. Obviously, I know there's regular match day goers. They go home and away. I know a lot of them. But today there's a lot of empty seats. But they're saying it's about 6,000. There's around 6,000 people there, but that don't look like 6,000. That doesn't. But it's a corner for West Ham. It's going to be an outswinger. Hopefully we can deal with this. What are they doing? There's a lot of scuffling going on in the box right now. Be sure to hit the like button, guys. Make sure you hit the like button when you come in. You can now become a member of the channel. It's a 2-tier system. Whichever one rocks your boat. You get your badges, you get your emojis, and a lot of custom content en route. You get your live streams, member-only live streams, by the way. And you get your every month, you get one free super chat, which I think is kind of cool. You can use that to continue to support the channel and the growth, of course. We've got a lot of content coming. Is the match at Old Trafford? No, Man United women play at a ground called Lee Sports Village, which is the same place that the academy play. It's just about, I think it's about I want to say about 30-minute drive from Manchester. It's in Wigan, so it's not that far. I've been there a few times. They are playing at Old Trafford next weekend for the derby. And I think they're playing, I think the goal is for the women's team to play 2 games at the main stadium every season. Chelsea play all their Champions League games at Stamford Bridge, plus like 4 or 5 games a season. So we got a lot of catching up to do with other teams, but 2 games a season, and I think they're going for the big ones this year. So I know for sure it's Manchester City coming to Old Trafford, and I'm just not sure who the other team we will be playing at Old Trafford this season is. West Ham just growing into it so far. United trying to dispossess them, which they do. I remember when Wigan beat Man City. Yes, they did. It was in the FA Cup. In the FA Cup, they beat them. And I appreciate the compliment for the profile picture. You're the first person to have noticed. You're the first person to have noticed. I feel like I look a bit fat in the picture. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it was the picture that I used for the cartoon image that just makes me look a bit chubby in the face. But I appreciate it. And obviously we got a lot of new emojis as well for the members. Just the player down with an injury right now. I think it's Hayashi. West Ham's kit, guys, is all white. You know, like even the sponsors, the Adidas sponsor here, or whatever they're sponsored by, Umbro, I think it is, the emblem of the club, everything is white, and the only thing that's black is Betway in the middle. And I think that kind of looks cool. That kind of looks cool. It looks like it's got nothing but Betway written on the shirt. That's pretty much it. That's all it looks like it's got written on it. This is going to bring a lot of extra time, I think, for the first half, because she's getting some treatment on the bench. It's Miyazawa's teammate as well, her Japanese teammate. Let's see what Twitter's saying about the game. Let's see what Twitter's saying about this game, because I know United fans, very hard to please. They will complain no matter what. I'm going to try my best to record a podcast episode after this game. I don't know how I'm cramping all of this in, because I want to do some gaming streams later on as well. I don't like, and I know this is going to sound so funny because I'm just complaining for no reason, but the games, when they're on MUTV, I just feel like the camera operator or the camera angles are just not that great. My profile picture, yes, I know you're talking about my profile picture. I appreciate it. It looks like on what I'm using. Oh, it has changed. It has changed. I was gonna say it looks like it hasn't changed yet, but we're back underway. Manchester United with the ball. West Ham are sitting so deep right now. They are sitting so deep. They might as well still be in London. That's how deep they're sitting. Don't worry, member content is not coming anytime soon. And we've agreed collectively, and when I say we, I mean it's the other members as well, have agreed that member-only content won't be coming until the memberships kind of grow a little bit. Obviously, it's going to take time, but I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. I will try to do... The only things I'm trying to do is... like behind the scenes, I got a lot of exciting content that I'm doing outside of this studio setup kind of thing. So, you know, you lot might be seeing me actually kicking a ball on a video soon. That's all I have to say. That's the only thing I can say. So I'll be doing a lot of behind the scenes content of that, and a lot of other stuff. They have decided to play Luton tactics. They are literally sitting so deep. All of them are they were in their own half whenever United are building up. But West Ham were literally, I wouldn't say relegation battle, but last season they were struggling. They were struggling really bad. This season, they got a new manager in Renee Skinner, who got sacked by Spurs last season. Mid-season, got sacked. And then West Ham went and signed her. What young women's player would you like to sign for United, 21 and under? You know what? That's a good question. I wouldn't say sign, but obviously Grace Clinton is a United player. She's just on loan at Spurs. Lighting it up for Tottenham right now. Lighting it up. Got her first England call-up. Well-deserved as well. I can't wait for her to come back to United. She went away, I think it was Bristol City. She was on loan last season in the Championship. Obviously got a lot of playing time. Then went Spurs for more playing time. And now she's doing so good. I hope United deal with it good enough to kind of allow her to get into the first team, because she is probably going to be one of United's best midfielders in the next year, especially how she's doing at Spurs. So that's not a player I would say we'd sign, but that's a player that I look forward to coming back, if that makes sense. I look forward to her coming back. Hopefully. Top bins free kicks better than Messi. Listen, you lot don't want to see me doing a crossbar challenge. That's all I have to say. And also, it's just the logistics of like planning for those kind of shoots, because, you know, I have to get mics, you know, like the mics that you attach and all of that kind of stuff. So it's just the logistics. Getting a pitch is not a problem because I live next to multiple pitches. Leah Galton on the break. She's got Jace coming in. She finds her. Jace is trying to cut in right foot, trying to find Leah Galton again, but the keeper comes out for it. I'm good at crossbar challenges, not gonna lie. Guys, I'm not kidding. I have not played football in about The last time I played football was about 2 years ago. Yeah, it was about 2 years ago. It was the last time I played football. Especially because of the pandemic, I would say I haven't played football a lot. But I'm hoping to try to get back into more 5-a-side, 7-a-side, that kind of stuff. Just for fitness purposes, you know, and just play better. Just be more active, especially with winter. When it's winter, yeah, you don't want to be sitting at home 24/7. West Ham just sloppy with it, and then United sloppy with it. United just gave the ball back to West Ham after West Ham just gave us the ball. Which men's academy player do you rate highly? I rate Shea Lacey. I think he's good, but my concern is just overhyping players from academies. Oh, Leah Golden trying to skip past her player, trying to force it out for a corner, which I think she does. And it's a corner for United. When's the new podcast starting? Today. First episode will be out. Let me know, guys. Let me know if you want visuals as well as audio, because not gonna lie, it will just be me sitting in front of the camera like this. It won't be an edited video. It won't have clips in it, all of that kind of stuff. I think audio is better. So if you lot want to follow it on Spotify, you can. The link is in the community tab. It will be out on Apple Podcasts as well. If there are any other platforms that you guys use, like, I don't know, Amazon or whatever, let me know. I will put it on there as well. But at the moment, it will be mainly Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And it will be available 5 or 6 p.m. today, depending how long it takes me to edit. Because like I said, guys, I'm doing everything myself. I'm recording, I'm editing, I'm distributing, I'm doing the visuals in terms of the artwork, etc. And I just appreciate if you support it. That's all I ask. Even if you don't watch women's football, even if you don't really listen to football podcasts, you know what I do? There's some of my friends have podcasts, and I'm not gonna lie, they have it. It's about topics that I'm not interested in. I just sit there. If I'm doing work, if I'm playing a game, if I'm watching TV, I just press play on my phone and I just let the episode play. And that way it counts as a listen for them. It counts for numbers. It counts for the analytics. Cheating the system. Is it only going to be about United only or other WSL teams? It's called Le Carrington, so it's only about Manchester United women, but we will... Leah Golden with a through ball, 1-on-1 with the keeper, 2-0. What a finish. First, offside. Oh, that was a great finish. First time she put that top bins. Oh, it's annoying because there's no VAR, which, to be honest, I don't want VAR in the game because it will piss me off. Excuse my language, but it will annoy me even more. Big up Austin. Austin, it's been a minute. I hope you are doing well. Says, is the pod going to be on Spotify? It's already on there. There's a trailer episode, only a minute long. You can click the link in the community tab on my channel. It will take you straight over to Spotify. You can find it there. First episode will be out later on this evening. And obviously you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, etc. if you want to get updates every time an episode is out. Manchester United deal with West Ham's attack perfectly, and that's Leah Golden getting back. Manchester United wingers tracking back. Who would have thought? Victor Musa is a talented winger for us. Hansen. Oh, Victor Musa. I seen him when he was playing for I think it was under 15s. I came across him on Instagram. Someone posted a clip of him. And then I was like, oh, this kid is pretty decent. Hansen Arizon should go out on loan to get experience in men's football, and he's very talented. Next Ole. Are you saying that because he's Norwegian? Are you saying he's the next Ole because he's Norwegian? Thanks. A big up, Austin. I hope you are feeling better. It's the winter, innit? So everyone's getting sick. I was just sick like 2 weeks ago. So I hope you are doing better, and I hope you are doing well. Especially because it's pretty early for you, Austin, right now. Hansen, Maino, Medjbury. That would be a great midfield. Medjbury, I still feel like he's got a bit to learn. I really feel like Medjbury, when it comes to the technical side, he's good. When it comes to reading the game, he's good. But it's just the IQ that is sometimes irritating me. And when you don't know what I'm talking about, it's the fouls. It's the recklessness sometimes. You know, sometimes you got your heart in your stomach when he slides into a tackle and he's on a yellow already. So I think he still has a bit to learn there. 20 minutes in, still 1-0 to Manchester United. Had a goal offside as well. Could have been 2. This is not like the Everton game. It's not like the Everton midweek game where we put 7 past. I think we put 7 past Everton. Jace nearly poaches that away. And we got a great bench as well, guys, by the way. We have a great bench. So Hayashi got taken off by West Ham. I think her injury is bothering her a bit too much. I don't know, how can you look up and see no one in the box and still cross it in? That don't make any sense. Like, where is the logic? It's 6:20 a.m. games again. I know you ain't talking about the youth without my boy Dan Gore. Every time I see Dan Gore, guys, I'm not joking. Anytime I see Dan Gore on the bench, one time he came on, I think it was the Palace game or something. I just thought of Austin Baker. I was like, bro, Austin Baker must be gassed right now. He must be gassed. We already put 12 past Everton. Imagine that. 2 games putting 12 past the team. The men's team could never. The men's team could never. Instead, the men's team are conceding 11 goals in 3 great games. That's a joke. Big up Dean in the chat, says Mina Wagwan. What's happening, Dean? I hope you're having a good Sunday. I ain't even looked outside of my window, so I don't even know what the weather is like today. But I will know when I have to leave my house later on. Because it's just cold, guys. It's just cold. Need a bit of KG in your team, though, Mina. What? Like, people flying around, flying into tackles. I would pay money. You know what? At the end of the season, I'm going to see if they're doing DR versus AFTV again. Because if they are, I'm going to gas KG up to play. I would love to see him play football. All of them, KG, Flex. I ain't never seen it. I think Marcel's the only one that actually plays football. Because I know he plays actual 11, like Sunday League. But Jace with a big cross in. Flies over everybody, but Ella Toon picks it up. And Ella Toon puts the ball back in and... Oh, penalty! Penalty! How was Sissoko just absolutely barged into Nikita Paris? Sent her flying. What? Come on, ref. She sent her flying. Maybe I'm being a bit dramatic. Maybe I'm clutching at straws here. Yes, Medjugorje is the embodiment of KG. Obviously, minus the hair. I need to know Hannibal's hair routine. United pressing as well, whilst West Ham are trying to build up from the back. And they managed to get out. I think Millie Turner snatches the ball away. Blundell with a clearance that just lands back to a West Ham player. I know for a fact the Man United manager is going to be talking about that penalty shout. He's definitely going to be talking about it. And Mary Earps with a big save, a very important save, as Uki cuts in and skips past 2 defenders. She goes through 2 defenders and cuts in right foot. She has to put it through Mary Earps' leg, and Mary Earps makes a big save. And Nikita Paris is off, being chased down by Howard Sissoko, manages to get the ball. Jace is making the run in, and she finds, who's that? Ella Toon instead. Ella Toon with the shot, and the keeper saves. This Sissoko and Paris battle is interesting. Did you hear about the Glazers not going to Sir Bobby's funeral for an awful reason? What? His funeral's tomorrow. But why on earth, as the owners of Manchester United, would you not go to the funeral? That is ridiculous. If that is true, that is absolutely ridiculous. Mary Earps looks like she's down with an injury. She's sitting down waiting for the medical staff. I hope she's all right. Obviously, it's nice that Tullis Joyce got some playing time on the weekend, but you don't want your number 1 keeper to be down. Millie Turner also getting bandaged up as well. Why is there bare people just down getting bandaged up by the medical staff? God damn. This is the second stoppage now in the half. Hayashi went off eventually for West Ham. Hopefully Mary Earps doesn't have to. I think it was that save, that forced save that she made with her feet kind of caused her an issue. But honestly, if that's actually true, if that's actually true that the Glazers are not going to Sir Bobby's funeral, that is disgraceful. And they're not even anyway welcome to games, because I saw the one, who's the one with the little ponytail here? He's got, how you bald and then got a little ponytail? Make that make sense. That makes no sense. But that one, I don't know what his name is, but that one, I saw him at the FA Cup final. I've never seen him at a women's game ever before in my life. Avram, okay. He ran past the media. He didn't want to stop. He didn't want, to be recorded or anything. He ran past. And I was just thinking, you literally got rid of the women's team when you took over the club in 2005. And then 13 years later reinstated it. At that point, Arsenal, Chelsea had already become the big dogs of English women's football. Why are you here? And then the same, obviously, they were at the FA Cup as well, the Men's FA Cup, Carabao Cup, etc. But to not go to Sir Bobby's funeral, I think that's a bit disgraceful. I'm not going to lie. That's a bit disgraceful. Mary Ebbs looks like she's good to go. She looks like she's good to go. Doesn't need to be taken off. Good on her. That was a big save that she made a couple minutes ago. I can't believe, guys. This is random, by the way. But I can't believe we are approaching the end of the year. I feel like I've lived just like basically June, July, or that's all I can remember. I can't remember January, February. It feels like that was a lifetime ago. But also it just feels like it was yesterday. Time is really, really flying if it's about to be 2024. Minna, I love Mary. She's the best goalkeeper for me. What do you think? I think her goalkeeping ability is no secret. I just don't like the baggage she comes with. You know, she's the topic of this. She's the hot topic of discussion right now for every reason, because you know she's on her last 12 months of her contract. You know, she wanted to leave in the summer. Arsenal made a bid for her, etc. Leah Golton through trying to put a ball in. It gets blocked. Can West Ham deal with it? They do. They see it out for. Oh, they managed to actually keep it in. They actually managed to keep it in. And they managed to keep a hold of it. And now they're on the counter. Hopefully United can defend this. Jade Riviere trying to deal with the dribbler and a runner as well. Essie with a ball. And it finds Uki. Picks it up with a shot. Takes a deflection, I think. Does it take a deflection? No, it just went wide completely. Just went wide completely. I'd rather them not be there. They disgrace United enough. I don't need their toxic presence on a solemn day. That's true. That's true. But also, I just think that's kind of distasteful. Obviously, they never owned the club when Sir Bobby was playing for the club. But he's still a Manchester United legend. He's got a whole stand named after him in the stadium. He's a Manchester United legend. And I think did they even? I don't even think they went to Kathy Ferguson's funeral. I'm not too sure. I know a lot of ex-players did. I saw Park Ji-sung was there, Beckham, etc. A lot of ex-Sir Alex Ferguson players did go, but I don't think they went. And that's the wife of the manager who was coaching the club whilst they owned it. So if they didn't even go to that says a lot. Oh my God, I was a dribbler when I was a baby. Imagine grown men being dribblers at their big age. Looks like there's a head injury. Two players have clashed into each other and the ref is going to stop play right there. They both fell in slow motion. I think one of them is Zellem. It is Zellem. And I think the other one is SC. I think that's her. Yeah, that's SC. They ran into each other. It looks like SC's jaw banged into Zellem's face. And they both just fell in slow motion. I hope they're all right. Big up to everyone watching. Let me know your thoughts of the game so far. Nearly 30 minutes into the game. United haven't really had any chances since that offside goal from Leah Golton. Obviously, they went up 3 minutes into the game. I think they need the goals. I think players need the goals. I think the manager needs the goals. I think they need a comfortable and cushioned win. There's going to be a lot of stoppage. Oh, it looks like... Oh, Zellem's bleeding. Zellem is bleeding from her face. I hope she's all right. The Manchester United captain. The medical staff just trying to deal with her. She went down in slow motion. She got whacked in her head like right here. Big up Suleiman says, I don't watch to be honest, but I'm here to support. I'm still waking up. Honestly, Sundays are lazy days, right? I'll be honest. Sundays are lazy days. But lately, I just like to wake up early. I just like to wake up early on the weekends. I'm talking about, you know, if you're Muslim, then you know what Fajr is. Fajr is the morning prayer. In the UK, it's around 5:30 at the moment. So after that, I just like to stay awake. But that means I have to have a good night's sleep. So I have to obviously sleep a bit earlier in the night. Sometimes I do go back to sleep after Fajr, but productivity is, I honestly think, best after Fajr. After that early morning prayer, you know, because you're already wide awake, you've washed your face, you've brushed your teeth. If you just get on with your day, so whatever you want to do, go to the gym, do some work. I like to, in that time, in the morning, is when I like to do content planning. I love to do content planning, writing out my plans for, you know, for the week, streams, etc. Trying to go back to doing shorts. I haven't recorded a lot of YouTube shorts lately, but I'm trying to go back to that. But it's something that's easier for me in the winter because prayer time is so late. Unfortunately, I just find it hard to get up for Fajr. You know why? It's because, honestly, I would say sleep earlier. It's actually sunnah to sleep earlier, so that you don't struggle to wake up for prayer in the morning. And I've had my fair shares of struggling to wake up. But in the winter, I just feel like it's easier because it's late. You know, soon, in December, Fajr is going to be like 6:30. At that point, you might as well just wake up. Big up Football Power Hour in the building says, big up Mina, big up. I hope you are doing well. You guys know, listen, make sure you listen. He says, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, guys. It's the road to 2K, guys. It's the road to 2K. As mentioned, if you're into women's football and you're into Manchester United women, new podcast out, Le Carrington, a Manchester United women's podcast. Obviously, it's going to be a lot of match content. I'm going to try my best to get interviews. I'm going to try my best. It's not a guarantee. But I'm going to try my best. You don't know how difficult it is to get access to players, especially as an independent person. I've got a relationship with the media team and the women's team, but I'm going to try my best. That's all I have to say. So if you ever see an episode drop and I've got a player interview, then just make sure you listen and run up the numbers. Run it up. Big up to Alumba says, hello Mina, after that goal they've been playing so slow, boring and no energy. I don't like the performance at all. I feel like since the offside it's just become a lethargic performance since the disallowed goal by Leah Golton. I think that would have been the kind of kickstarter to kind of start scoring more goals. Once they get that second goal, I think it will look better. And West Ham have slowly grown into the game. They've had a few chances. Dean says, Mina, how do you pronounce is J? She says it as JC, but I know on Manchester United TV they say it actually different. They say it like Gacy or something like that. But I've seen her interview on Manchester United's website when she joined, and she said her name. She was like, "Hi, my name is JC." Or Jace. She said Jace, sorry, and United say JC. So I just say Jace because that's how she says it. But that is a good question because I feel like everyone's just confused of all the time. At least you ain't doing American times for United games like me. I remember when I went to Canada once and I woke up very early to watch United 12:30 game. And it was a crap game. It was Van Gaal days. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I end up sleeping 2, 3, 4 a.m. So that's my issues. And just try to stay awake till 5 then. But then that messes up your sleeping pattern, especially if you do, I understand if you do like late night shifts. It's kind of different. Another substitution for West Ham. Essie is coming off. So that's the second injury substitution that West Ham have had so far. And it's only 33 minutes into the game. We've had 2 big stoppages. We've actually had 3 stoppages because of injuries so far. That one being the longest one so far. So West Ham have lost 2 important players to injuries. Essie, striker up top, coming off, and Hayashi coming off earlier as well because of an injury. Just call her Jay-Z, the facts. Jace and Jay-Z sounds the same. But West Ham carry on with the ball. They were in possession when the ref stopped it. There's going to be a lot. I think stoppages is going to be about 10 minutes. I think the stoppage will be about 10 minutes for this half because there's just been so much. Emma Harries is on for West Ham. Nice. Hannah Blundell just picks out possession. Just slow it down, guys. Just slow it down. Mary Earp's getting pressed. Sends it to her fullback. United trying to pass out of a very heavy press from West Ham, and they do. If Hannah Blundell can progress it, if she could have progressed it, then United could have been on a good break because it would have been 3 versus 3, but she gives it away. And that's just the issue. It's just sloppiness in possession. United pick it up again. West Ham give the ball away. But can United do something with it? They can't. They can't. Ella Toon tries to go for the 1-2 with Jace, who never called for the 1-2. and they just give away the ball again. It's very frustrating. It's very annoying right now. And this is why I feel like this season is not going to be as great as we thought it would be coming into it. Because our inability to just play lower teams off the pitch. Ball over the top. Yuki chasing it down. Mary Earps comes out to collect it. Come on, United. Just do something. Do a little bit. Do something. Can you do something for me? Leah Golden running into traffic. But she gets the free kick. So I'll take that. I will take that if she gets the free kick. United need to be 2-0 up at the break. 100%. They have to be 2-0 up because that is a comfortable cushion. And even then, I don't think it's enough. I feel like second half, they still need to come out and score more goals. Leah Golden to Jace. Jace trying to find space for a shot, and she does, and it just goes over the bar. She's trying to get goals, and I respect that. But in that position, you know, West Ham got 6, 7. Her braids look fresh. It looks like she just got them done this morning. She sends her player, gets a bit of space. Is a better option for her to find someone? I'm not too sure because everyone's just crowded around in the box kind of thing. West Ham trying to play out from the back. Let's see what United do with this press. Jade Riviere pressing so high and she wins it. To Miyazawa. To Zellum. Zellum to Letitia. Letitia to Riviere. Riviere back to Letitia. They're going to go all the way back. And they do exactly that. Zellum getting pressed by like 3 players. Hopefully she can deal with it. And Jace just runs into trouble, but she managed to keep it. And it's a ball over. Jace chasing that down. And she manages to keep it in, which is good. She manages to keep it in. Got a few options in the box. But United going to pass all the way back. Are they going to pass all the way back? Blundell with the ball on the left-hand side. To Jace. And Jace gets dispossessed, but she's still trying to fight to win it back. She does. Nutmegs a player. Skips past another player. Trying to put a ball in. Puts a very heavy pass to Leah Golden. Heavy pass. Yeah, that's not it, man. That is not it. It's just that final product that she has that is just sometimes over. It's too much or it's not enough. It's either too much or it's not enough. Skinner's tactics are shite. We need a better manager or assistant. I feel like United are really missing Martin Ho. Martin Ho was the assistant coach. Alongside Mark Skinner, and he left. Now he's coaching in Norway. He's a manager in a club in Norway. But it seems like since he's left, and a lot of people used to say last season he was the kind of mastermind behind the tactics and the changes and everything. He's the right hand man to the manager, and they still haven't replaced him, by the way. So they still don't have an assistant manager, a first team assistant manager. So maybe he's the biggest loss. Where's Hinata? She'd be great for this style. She's playing. She actually had, I don't know if it's a cross or a shot, but she had the shot, I would say, that went to Jace. Bro, who is that to? Who is that pass to? But Hinata had the pass to Jace to score the opening goal. Skinner looks so mad on the pitch. You know he's mad when he's wearing smart shoes with a bomber jacket, with a long bomber jacket. Who's he telling to go warm up? He looks livid on the bench. He looks livid. Big up Ricardo says, "Yo, Mina, what's up? What have I missed? You ain't missed much. United up 1-0. That's about it. Had a disallowed goal. Could have been up 2-0. But other than that, it's just been a lot of stoppages because of injuries. And West Ham are growing into the game, and United give away a foul. Big up Football Power Hour says, who is your favourite player in the women's team? You know what? I would say it's Mallard, you know. And she's only on loan. You know they say don't fall in love with loan players. But I would keep her on a permanent. She's from Lyon, won multiple Champions League, multiple French leagues. Has scored, I think she scored in the Champions League for us. She scored against Arsenal. She scored like pretty much every other game that she's played. Just not getting enough... I don't think she's getting enough playing time. She's a number 9 and she's being played out on the wing, which is annoying. But she's my favourite player in this team. I like Riviere as well. I think she's young but very talented. She's going to be a quality right back for United, I think. Is Jose when he lost his assistant and it all went downhill. I remember having that theory. I generally, when I think about it, I genuinely don't think it's far off to say that, you know, a club is missing an assistant manager. Leo Golden tracking back like a winger should do. Some United wingers could actually learn from that. Chidinma says, don't agree, Skinner's very good. I don't want anyone else. You know what? I think the fan base is, from what I've seen, always quite torn about Skinner. Some people are very much pro Skinner, some people are anti Skinner, some people are very like indifferent about it. And I think that's probably what got the fan base the most divided. Like, I will never, one thing you'll never see me saying, unless I truly mean it, is saying, oh, I want this manager out. You know, like, I won't be saying that just because I don't agree with playing style or anything, but I will question stuff. And I think everyone has a right to question that. For example, Lisa Nolson, for me, on the bench today, shouldn't be on the bench. But then again, who do you play out? Who do you leave out? Manchester United on the counter. Is that Turner? Millie Turner with a goal! Is that Millie Turner that just scored a goal into the top corner? Manchester United centre-back. Come on. Is that Manchester United centre-back with a ball? She made a run from Manchester United's backline all the way to the left-hand side. I genuinely thought, look at this, the underlapping run. Leah Galton with the ball. Millie Turner comes with the underlapping run. She cuts in, right foot, looks up, top corner, lobs it over the keeper. 2-0 to Manchester United, and it came from someone I genuinely did not expect to score that. I expect her to score headers. I did not expect that kind of goal from her. I did not expect that. And I will take that. I will take that. A nice goal. That is a great goal. It might be in contention for goal of the month for Manchester United. From a centre-back. From a centre-back. Look, she looks up. She don't even look up. She don't even look at the goal. She doesn't even look at the goal when she shoots. Lobs it over the keeper into the top corner. That's 2-0 for Manchester United. And it's the goal that they needed going into the half. And I still think there's going to be a lot of... I feel like there's going to be a lot of extra time because of all the stoppages. What a goal from a centre-back. What a goal. Let's see if United can get a third. Let's see if United can get a third. But let me know what you lot think of the performance so far. Dean says, nice cushion, need a couple more after the break. I said it could be 3-0, but if they could get a few more, I'll take that. And Maguire needs to watch this goal and recreate it. I think out of all the backline players, I think Maguire has the most likely chance. I know that sounds stupid to say, but I think that Maguire has the most likely chance of scoring that kind of goal. Because we know he's got a strike on him. West Ham on the break, on the right-hand side, put a ball in, and it's dealt with. Jade Riviere deals with it. Big interception in the 6-yard box to force it out for a corner. Eric Ten Hag's been suspended because he's got 4 yellows. What? How's he got 4 yellows already? What? That means he's in the crowd for... He can't be on the touchline, sorry, for the Everton game. Football Power Hour says, get in, our CBs in the men's team should take some notes. You see that, guys? If you don't want to watch it back after the game, go watch back that goal, yeah? Underlapping run from a centre-back whilst the winger's holding the ball up. In what world? I'll take that. How is Sissoko with the ball? She's going to try and... Oh, she tries to play a ball into the winger and it goes straight to Mary Earps. Even the rest of the WSL coaches don't have the right tactics. It all comes down to individual brilliance. For instance, Chelsea. I think it's kind of far-fetched to say that Chelsea is purely individual brilliance. They've been, if they've been dominating for this long, and no matter who leaves, no matter who comes in player-wise, they still dominate. They still have good performances. I think the worst Chelsea performance I've seen this season was against Spurs, where I felt like Spurs could have definitely got something from the game at Stamford Bridge, and Chelsea still walked away with the win. So I think it's kind of far-fetched definitely to say it's individual brilliance at Chelsea. I think Chelsea are well-oiled. They've got great structure in terms of how the club operate. You know, they did their recruitment, guys. You know, we played them. The season ended 28th of May. They already had Jace with the through ball. Can she get it? 3-0. 3-0. Let's go. It's actually Nikita Paris. Little slipped in through ball. That's how many goals for Paris now? That's 6 goals in 3 games for Nikita Paris. Put some respect on her name. Put some respect on Nikita Paris's name. That's 6 goals in 3 games. She ain't played. She's only played 3 games this season. So she's scored in every game that she's started. Great through ball from Ella Toon. Lovely assist for her on the cards. And Nikita Paris slips in behind Sissoko, looks up, first time finish into the far left-hand corner. United are up 3-0, and it's about to be extra time, and I'm actually going to see how much extra time we get, because they've actually not put up a board yet. And my stopwatch has just stopped. There you go, I just need to put it back to 45. Make sure you guys hit the like button. United up 3-0. With extra time as well. Come on. This is what I want to see. Big up Zena says, funny Mina's post-match speech. Manchester United 1, Luton 0. It is what it is. On to the next game. Listen, I had to just snatch the mic off KG, man. He was doing my nutting. It was either I did that or I just walked away. And I didn't want him to feel like he won. So, it is what it is. Nikita Paris. Well-deserved start and a well-deserved goal. – 3-0 United. Maybe I should change my prediction. Because I said 3-0. But if it's 3-0 at halftime, it could be way more. United on the break again. I thought that was a foul from Sissoko on Jace. That's the second time I've seen a foul there. I watched this game last season at OT. I think it was 4-0. We might surpass that. Yes, I watched it too. I was there. Yes, it was 4-0. I think they scored all 4 goals in the second half as well. I remember at halftime it was so annoying. But they did score all 4 goals in the second half. By the way, it's extra time. But they've not shown us on the screen. This is why I hate watching the game on MUTV sometimes. Because they've not put it on the screen to say how much minutes it is extra time. So it's currently 47 minutes. So we've played 3 minutes now. It's 48. So we've played, 3 minutes of extra time. And I'm anticipating it would be a lot more than that. Because of all the stoppages that have happened. Damn, I can't believe Ten Hag is going to be on the sidelines against Everton. I guess it's better that it's that game than it's, 12 minutes extra time. God damn. Damn. So they're going to be playing near enough to the 50th minute. They could get another goal. And it's Toon with it. She's got a lot of options. And she finds Nikita Paris on the right-hand side. Nikita Paris tries to slip in Jace, but it just gets dispossessed. And it's out for a West Ham throw-in. My shoulder is about to fall off. Pray for me. I hope you're alright. What the hell happened to your shoulder? If it's about to fall off. But you guys know what it is. Make sure you hit the like button. You guys know the rules. You come in, you wipe your feet, you hit the like button. Memberships are now available, so you can join the Minionship. You can get your badges, emojis, custom content, member-only content, and you can support the channel, the podcast, all the growth that's coming in the future. Of course, it's all because of you lot. Thank you lot for supporting me for this far and continuing to support me. I really, really appreciate it. So there's a 2-tier system on the membership. You can support the channel through that, or by super chats, it's whatever, or just by simply liking and subscribing. That don't cost a penny. Riviere with the ball. Oh, Galton gets onto the end of the header, but she headers it into the ground and it kind of just bounces. She didn't head it directly at the goal, but that's a great delivery in from Jade Riviere, who I said would be a big, big player for United. She's going to be very important for United. I read somewhere in socials that Nikita Paris, Lucia, Blundell and Ladd are out of contract by the end of the season. I think they've all got 1-year trigger options as well. So I think inevitably most of them, the club will probably trigger those 1-year extension contracts, which is what they did like with Mary Earps at the end of last season, etc. Manchester United dispossess West Ham in their own box. Ella Toone tries to play a quick pass and then she gives it away. Ooh, work's been killing me this week. I'm sorry, man. Capitalism is not. I hate. You know what? My dream is to work for myself. That's my goal, and I feel like not everyone has to have that dream. Not everyone has to have the dream of wanting to work for themselves. But I like the flexibility of being able to work for myself, and that's my goal. That's my goal, and I'm gonna do it. I set myself a target. I think I said 2025. God willing, I'll be self-employed working for myself. Your subs are subbing when you start getting them annoying ads. When the channel's fully monetized. I don't know when that will be. I think you have to reach it's like memberships and that. You have to reach a certain number of watch hours. But I'm not too far off it. So one thing I won't do, guys, I will not put ads on live streams. Nah, that's a bit harsh. Nikita Paris through and she takes a shot. Ooh, hits the crossbar. She had oh, she's swearing as well. She's angry. She's like through ball from Zelem, I think that found her. She took a touch, Sissoko chasing her down, so she tried to lob the keeper and it hit the crossbar and just went over. Big up to Wright, says 5-1. I think that's referencing maybe this game. I don't know where West Ham's getting a goal from. If West Ham are getting a goal, I think it'll be from Uki. Essia has come off, so that's another threat gone for them. I don't think United don't look like they're going to concede. I'm not going to lie. If they can keep back-to-back clean sheets, I'll be happy with that. And I'm sure United will be happy with that. They had the most clean sheets last season as well. So let's see. But we still got about 7 minutes of extra time to be played, guys. It's about 7 or 6 minutes extra time. All because of those multiple stoppages that we had because of the injuries. West Ham with the ball. Uki through board. I thought she looked offside. And Riviere just clatters her. Wins the ball, tells her, get the hell out of my territory. Jade Riviere, absolutely defensive masterclass today. Great player, Canadian. Big up to Keegan. Welcome to the minionship. Welcome to the community. Appreciate the contribution. Thank you for joining the membership. You get your badges, you get your emojis. You even get the little minion. I hope you guys like that little minion emoji next to your name. It's my face on a minion. Do you know how cool that is? I might actually get that as a poster. But big up to Keegan. I appreciate it. Welcome to the community. Always value all of you lot's support. Joseph says, why can't our men play like this, Minna? That's a great question. You know what they say, men can't do what women can do and women can't do what men do. Miyazawa tries to take a shot from outside of the box, gets blocked. She slips a ball in to Toone and Toone's shot goes wide. I'm just joking, by the way. It's true, men can't do what women can do and women can't do what men can do, but that's not in reference to football. That's not in reference to football. I love when people watch the women's team and they're just like, why can't the men do this? Bear in mind, West Ham aren't even like a bottom tier table. They're like they're very much like a mid-team WSL team. They're not in relegation, but they're not in the top 4. So they're just in the middle kind of place. United pressing West Ham and they win it in their own, just outside their box actually. Ella Toone trying to link up with Zelem and they get dispossessed with the one touch ball. Big up to Lil Yo-Yo in the chat. Says minions assemble. Big up to all the minions as well. I really need to find the person who gave that name. Please, if you know the person, it's not because I want to give you money or anything. I just want to know who it was. Somebody on the stream called the Mina fan base on United View the Minions. And I need to know who that was. Who's that Brazilian player we signed this season? Jace. The player. That's the name of the player that we're trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Jace, JC, whatever you want to call her. She's the one that scored the opening goal as well. Came from Barcelona. Just won the Champions League last season with them. And she came from Barcelona. Most expensive Barcelona player that they've sold. Most expensive one that they've sold. I think we signed her for about 300k, around 300,000 euros. Minna, you need to create a Minosaurus emoji for your angry moments. I have one. Guys, I got one. It just needs to be added onto the thing. But the thing is the way that the memberships work is the more members you get, the more emojis you can add. So at the moment, the number of emojis I have is relevant to the number of members I have. So obviously, as the channel grows, don't worry, that will be the next emoji I add. That will be the next emoji. Right now, there's about, I think, seven or eight emojis. I think it's 7. We let go of another Brazilian, I believe. We were linked to Carolyn from the North Carolina women's team. She actually just tore her ACL last month, which is unfortunate for her, but they didn't want to sell mid-season. Obviously, the American League season finishes at the end of the year, so they didn't want to sell her, and United didn't want to wait around for her, so United went and got Mallard on loan. So I don't know if United will go back for her because of, obviously, her ACL injury, but I'm not too sure. I'm not sure if it was me saying Minions or something else. I did suggest something, though. I can't remember who it was. I just remember it was on UV. It was like maybe my second or third, I think maybe stream that I did. It's over a year ago now, and they were talking about like the reckless delegates and, you know, the UV members, all of that. And I think it was Owen or KG was like, oh, what should Minna's fans be called, or, you know, her community. And someone in the chat said Minions. Someone in the chat said Minions, and the rest is history. The rest is history. So whoever that is, big up to you, because you are an important part of my life. And you never know. Many years from now, I might be like, that person changed my life. I think that's a bit dramatic anyway. That's very dramatic. Man United women haven't been in existence for that long, but could still attract top players. We need a natural 6, someone like Oberdorf. I think Zellem. Oh, there you go. Half time. It was what, 54 minutes. So they played quite a lot. Or 57 minutes. They played a lot. United have Nolson on the bench. You know, we talk about needing a 6. We have 6s. We've had 6s. We've had 6s. We've had players leave because they don't play. There's no rotation. No opportunities. So I don't see the point of bringing in a new player for a position that we feel like needs to be filled when the manager doesn't feel like that needs to be filled. Katie Zellem, by the way, Ivana Fuso, exactly, good example. Katie Zellem, for me, is a great player. I think she's scapegoated a lot. I think she can, if she was allowed to just purely kind of be a holding midfielder, not a defensive midfielder, a holding midfielder where she just dictates the game, picks up the ball from the back line. Great, she's got pingers on her. When I say pingers, I mean she can ping great passes. She has that quality. If she had less of a defensive role, I think she would not be scapegoated so much. So I think you're right. United do need a 6, but because they are essentially, in this game, playing her as a 6, and they're playing Hinata Miyazawa and Ella Toon, when we go up against the likes of Chelsea, you know, bear in mind, we're playing Chelsea in January. When we go up against City next weekend, City got a great midfield. One of my favourite players plays for City. Yeah? One of my favourite players plays for City in that midfield. When we go up against City, I think Mark Skinner will go for the more comfortable lineup in midfield, which will probably be Hayley Ladd and Katie Zellem. I don't think Hayley Ladd is a 6 per se. But I don't know, man. Let me know your thoughts, guys. 3-0 Manchester United against West Ham. So far, I wouldn't say it's been a clinical performance, but it's been a good one. It's been a good one. United capitalising on opportunities. Could have been 4 if it wasn't for offside. Millie Turner, Chucky Bar says it right here. Millie Turner, I wouldn't say goal of the season because we still got a lot of the season to play. But I think it's definitely going to be goal of the month. From a centre-back, bro. Do you know how mad that is? I don't think we're really, you know, Millie Turner's never been known for striking goals. She's been known to get in the box for headers. But she didn't even strike that. She placed it into top corner, lobbed it over the keeper. Keeper did not stand a chance. And the most impressive thing for me is that she did not even look at the goal. She didn't even look up at any point. She made that third run. She started the actual counter for them. She played it to Blundell. Blundell played it to Leah Golton on the left-hand side. And Millie Turner just kept running and kept calling for it. Millie Turner kept running, kept calling for it, cut in right foot. Why are they showing the Luton highlights on the team? Get this off my screen. It's not even Luton, it's Fulham. I don't even want to see this. I'm too busy enjoying the women's team that are winning 3-0. Big up to everyone in the chat. Let me know what your thoughts are of the first half of the performance. Who stood out for you? Who's had a bit of a questionable performance? What's been your highlight so far? Another 45 minutes to play. If United are up 3-0 at halftime, then surely it could be a 5-6-0 masterclass. Surely it could be that. I don't know. I feel like I came in predicting 3-0. I said it would be 3-0, and clearly my prediction was right for halftime. Still, United got a lot of options on the bench. So even if they make changes, we can still score goals. You got Lucia Garcia on the bench. You got Mallard on the bench. Obviously, you got Rachel Williams, the Mark Skinner's answer to everything. And then you've got other options as well on the bench, Nolson, etc. So I think even if we make changes, United could still see a few goals. Goal scorers so far were Jace, Millie Turner and Nikita Paris. Let's talk about Nikita Paris quickly. 6 goals in 3 games. 6 goals in 3 starts, actually. Let me say it like that. She's played more than 3 games because she's come on as subs. But 6 goals in 3 starts. Surely that deserves some praise. That deserves absolutely some praise, especially after midweek playing against Everton. Not even midweek, just like 3 days ago on Thursday. Today, finally getting that starting opportunity with the main first team. She's kind of been on the bench at the beginning of the season. She just waited for her moment. You know what? I respect that. Patience, waiting for her moment, allowing the moment to come to her. When she's called upon, scoring, getting that first start in the second start in the WSL. She started as well last weekend as well. But it's just, for me, I respect it. And I'm happy for her. Last season, she scored a lot of important goals for Manchester United, had a lot of important assists. And also, Ella Toone today got a goal last weekend, gets a goal again, gets an assist today, linking up very well. I like what I'm seeing. Big up to Kadeem, says, hello, everyone. Big up. I hope you are doing well, having a good Sunday, man. We need to get Jace more involved. It seems like Jace seems to be the topic of discussion in the chat. Suleiman says Jace hat-trick in the second half. Suleiman just learned her name like 10 minutes ago. Big up to Suleiman. I think United are trying. I think Jace is getting involved. I think she's getting involved. Let's look at some stats. Let's actually look at some stats because I want to see who's had the most chances. And it's annoying because they don't. So FootMob highest rating right now goes to Nikita Paris with an 8.1. There's nobody in the West Ham team that has a higher rating than 6.4. That's crazy. United have had 11 chances, shots, I would say. West Ham have 4. United have created 2 big chances despite being 3-0 up. They've created 2 big chances and they've had, out of the 11 shots, 5 off target, 6 on target. Obviously hit the box. They're getting into the box a lot as well because I think about 50% of their shots are coming from inside as well as outside of the box. And in possession, they're being quite consistent, 90% passing accuracy. They've got nearly triple, actually not even nearly triple. They have more than triple number of passes than West Ham have. So if you look at the stats, it looks like total domination from Manchester United. You look at, accurate passes, all of it comes from Manchester United. Chances created, all of it comes from United. Duels won. The entire United front line are in the top 3 for duels won in the game. So clearly they're pressing. Clearly they're trying to win the ball. Clearly they're trying to do stuff. They are trying to do stuff. Minna, it seems like you are not a fan of Rachel Williams for the role she plays. She's very good at it. I like Rachel Williams as that option off the bench, but I don't like the fact that sometimes it feels like the manager thinks that's the only option he has, despite the fact you've got, a Champions League, a 3-time Champions League winner, Golden Boot winner on the bench. You got players that can also score. I think Rachel Williams works hard. She's a grafter. And one thing I like about her is that she knows her role. She knows she's not a starter. And that doesn't cause conflict in the team. When players feel like they deserve to start or whatever, it causes problems. But she knows her role, and I like that. That's good. I just feel like sometimes when you're chasing a goal, you're chasing an equalizer, to only have that as an option, it kind of limits you So don't take me not liking Rachel Williams, because that's not the case. I like Rachel Williams. I celebrated her goal. Man United versus Brighton last season in the FA Cup semi-final. I was in the press box at the game, and I celebrated Rachel Williams' goal as if I just won the lottery. I nearly flipped the table over, and then I was reminded that I'm not allowed to celebrate in the press box because you're meant to be a neutral. I said, I don't care. I'm a Rachel Williams fan, but my criticisms fall more towards, questioning the manager rather than questioning her. I hope that makes sense. As someone that did not want us to get Paris because of the Eni Aluku issues, I'm happy with her contributions. Respect that. I hear that. Toon's on fire today. Zelem's getting so much space. She's running this game, which is where she's best at, I think. I think she's best at when she's, got time on the ball. Allowed to literally what I said earlier, she's allowed to dictate the tempo. Allow her to kind of less defensive duties. Like I said, she's not a 6. She's not a DM. For me, she's not a DM. But if she's playing alongside a DM, that would be great. As I mentioned earlier in the stream, guys, if you like women's content, if you want to listen to more women's content, if you go on my channel and click on the community tab, and you know what, after the game, I'll put it in the bio as well. I have a new podcast called Le Carrington, which is fully focused on Manchester United's women's team, where there'll be a lot more analysis, post-match discussions. We'll have press conference discussions, obviously, before the games, reviewing what the manager says. There'll be transfer talk. Basically, it will be your one-stop shop for Manchester United women content in audio format. It's not videos on the channel. It's audio format, and you can get it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts when I get to uploading it on there. I promise I'll upload it on there. But the first episode will be out after this game. What's the Spotify name, Mina? The name is Le Carrington. Let me actually drop it in the link right now. I'm going to drop it in the chat. The Spotify link is called Le Carrington, a Manchester United women's football podcast. Literally, that's what it's called. And the reason why I really want you lot to support it is obviously you lot know I enjoy covering the women's team on Twitter, on YouTube, etc. But this is all produced by me. It's recorded by me, edited by me, distributed by me. Everything on top of my channel, on top of the United View stuff I do, on top of the articles I write. This is another thing that I'm doing. And I really appreciate if you lot can support. First episode will be out later on this evening. I've dropped the Spotify link in the comments below. If you click it and press follow, every time a new episode comes out, you will be notified on Spotify. You can hit a 5-star rating on there, and it's purely independent. And like I said, as it grows, inshallah, God willing, as it grows, I will try my best to try get interviews and all of them kind of stuff. Big up to Alumba, says nice goal by Turner. Such a goal is what Anthony dreams of. Anthony can only wish he scores a goal like that. He's actually scored goals like that before, but like I said, I'm more impressed with the fact that came from our centre back. Like, that fully came from our centre-back making a run in. That says a lot. Get me on the podcast. I'll be sensible. Everyone's always welcome. If anybody is interested in ever coming on the podcast, as long as you want to talk about the women's team, you are always welcome, to come on the pod. Just drop me a message. Twitter, Discord, wherever. Just drop me a message. The reason, and some people have actually asked me, why it's only focused on the women's team and why I'm not talking about the men's team, because I genuinely feel like the men's world is oversaturated. I feel like there's so much content creators, there's so many football podcasts about Man United, there's so much. If you look at Manchester United women, there's not a designated podcast to Manchester United women. I've seen one for Chelsea, I've seen one for Barcelona. Most of the time, women's podcasts, women's football podcasts, look at the entire league, which is good. It's subjective. You get to hear about all the different things. But sometimes people just want to hear about their club. So that's why I did that. And I'm going to try to do more non-United content here on the channel. So if you don't want actual live streams talking about, reviewing the Premier League roundup for the week, Champions League, that kind of stuff. I just like doing hate-alongs because I like hating on teams. That's it. But I'm trying to expand the content, of course, so that the channel and the community can keep growing. Big up to Suleiman and Tulumba as well. Appreciate the support. Shouldn't second half be starting by now? Shouldn't second half be starting by now? Are Spurs back? Is that in reference to the men or the women's team? Because the women's team are doing pretty well. The women's team, I wonder what the score is, because I swear they're playing Liverpool actually right now. Let me double check. Yeah, so Tottenham women are winning right now, and they're somewhere in the top 4 now. It's so jokes. They're second. That is so funny. The men, they might be. It's the heritage. It's the history of the Spurs. It's the history of the Spurs. Yesterday, that game was absolute. Like, Wolves weren't even that great. Like, Wolves could have actually had a lot more goals if they were more clinical in front of goal. But Spurs just, I don't know what happened with Spurs yesterday. I only caught the second half of the game when I got to the studio. But I don't know what happened to Spurs. I genuinely don't know what happened to them. Second half is getting ready as they're coming out. Don't forget about All for United Women's Football Podcast, all about the women's team. That's true. I'm sorry, I forgot about them for a second. There's also another one called Only One United Club, something like that. So there's 2 actually podcasts designated to Manchester United women on YouTube as well. So you lot can check that out as well, because I know they do a lot of midweek streams kind of talking about reviewing the games, etc. So that is true. People have asked me to start a podcast because, like myself, some people like to just listen to podcasts when they're driving in comparison to watching a video while they're driving, which is, I listen to a lot of podcasts while I'm driving. Twalumba says we need a new CDM. I think you're like the 3rd person to say that in the chat today. I think you're like the 3rd person that said that. It's interesting because I don't know if United will actually go into the January transfer window to buy a CDM for the women's team. I don't know what the women's window is looking like in the January transfer window. They didn't make any signings last season. The men don't look likely to make big signings as well in the January window. Obviously, Sir Jim Ratcliffe expected to come in this week to be announced and start his new role. I don't know if that means that there's no money available for the women's team. I don't know. We just don't know. It's just so much uncertainty right now. Big up Mike in the chat says, big up Mina, big up Mike. Hope you're doing well. Sunday, are you going golf today? They can have Casemiro. I don't think they can. I don't think they can. Let's see what United can do in the second half. I don't think Mark Skinner's made any changes. Katie Zellem has had her head bandaged up, so she's fully playing with a bandage like this and a big plaster here, which is, I think, where she was bleeding from earlier when they had the head collision. It looks cold as well because all of them are wearing gloves. Every single one of them are wearing gloves. Getting ready for kickoff for the second half. I don't think Mark Skinner's made any changes. It doesn't look like there's been any changes. Let me double check. Nope. Everybody there, same starting 11 as the beginning of the game. Mike says, no golf today, just a day of football. I want to learn how to play golf, but also I just find it very boring. You just hit a ball and then go get the ball and then hit it again. I like to go to golfing ranges where you just hit and just hit. Like, I don't like to go to actual, what's it called, like golf, is it called golf parks, where they actually have like the holes and you get to drive the cart and you go, maybe that's in America, I don't know, but in the UK I don't know what it's like. But I like the golfing ranges where you just put the ball there and you just keep hitting it, and then you put another one and you keep hitting it. I don't know what kind of golf that is, but that's the golf that I enjoy. And also, golf hurts my shoulders when I go golf. Second half getting ready for the full kickoff. West Ham are commencing the second half for us. Manchester United lined up exactly the same as they were in the first half. So let's see if they can get a few more goals. Let's see if we can get a few more goals. Mini golf. I like mini golf. Mini golf's alright. It's got too many objectives though. Like, you have to actually do stuff. I just like to put the goal down and just hit it. A golf course, but that depends on who you go with. There's, you know what? Maybe I might try new stuff. And you know what? I should do a series on here on like memberships for Mina tries new stuff. So, you know, me trying chili food for the first time, me going to a golf course for the first time, me trying to, I don't know, go to a gun range for the first time. I don't think I could put that out on YouTube because YouTube will probably demonetize me. But it's a free kick actually for West Ham, a deep one into United's box. And United deal with it. Katie Zellum heads it away. Are United going to go on the counter-attack? Jace is trying to find Riviere. Riviere to Nikita Paris. Nikita Paris finds Jace again. United are on the counter, but West Ham are flocking back in their numbers. A great ball in from Jace, and it's a poor clearance from West Ham. Manchester United pick it up again. And let's see what they do with it. Little 1-2 between Blundell, Toon, trying to get Galton involved. Blundell manages, she nearly had it there, but it goes out for a throw-in for West Ham. Big up Joe says, hope Tooney gets a goal. I do too. I hope she builds off of, she got an assist already today, and she had a goal a few weeks ago. So I hope she's picking up form. Leah Galton just pickpockets the ball to Toon. Is Toon going to get her shot off? She tries to play a pass to Nikita Paris instead. Look at that. And then she wins it back. Well done, Ella Toon. Well done. People have been critical. The people in question is me. People have been critical of her performance over the last 12-18 months, but she does well there. She gets dispossessed and then just wins it back. Good on her. Manchester United still got the ball, but they go all the way back to their defence. Let's see what United can do in this build-up. They win a throw-in as well, which is good. When they're building up, they're just going all the way back. They're just going all the way back every single time. Tooney with the ball, finds Jace. Jace gets doubled up on, but Miyazawa picks it up, and then Jace gets dispossessed again, but it falls to Riviere, who takes a shot, and it goes just over the bar. It goes just over the bar. The right back ran onto that ball and slammed it in. Well, she didn't slam it in, actually, I'm a liar. Slammed it in over the bar. Over the bar. Great goal from, I still can't believe Millie Turner's goal. Honestly, what a goal. How has Jace been doing since we signed her? Just finding rhythm, I think. I think we know what she offers, dribbling, getting past players, linking up. It's just sometimes that final product that she kind of, it's got a bit of work to do on that final product. But for me, no-brainer, she's a starter. No-brainer. And it's nice to see her leading the front line because she's not a huge... Mary Earps with a bad clearance out, falls straight to a West Ham player. Uki with the ball, trying to find some options, which she does on the left-hand side. But it looks like West Ham don't know what to do with it. They get to that point, which I'll take that all the time. They get to that point and it's like they just don't know what to do with it. Jace is being doubled up on and she just gets past 3 players. She gets past 3 players, slips Nikita Paris through, and it just hits the heel of Sissoko. And that's lucky defending there. That is lucky defending there. But West Ham today, they got some faults in them, I think. I think they got some faults in them. We can see that. And they get to the box of United, they get outside of United's box and they just kind of freeze up and they're not sure what to do with it. And obviously I'm not ignoring the fact that they've had 2 big injuries coming off for them. 2 important players have come off for them because of injuries. But right now, United just building up, trying to build out of the press, which they do so comfortably. Ella Toon tries to pick out Riviere and it gets dispossessed. But Nikita Paris is fighting for it and she wins it back. Nikita Paris is fighting for it and she wins it back and then Riviere gives it away. That's been the tell, pretty much. Although United have dominated possession, it's kind of been... Oh, Leah Galton picks it up again. She slips Nikita Paris through. Nikita Paris got options in the box and it just gets blocked. She had Jace in the box and Ella Toon making a late run. Millie Turner, great performance so far. Great performance so far. Not only for scoring, but also defensively. I've forgotten about Laetitia because of Turner's performance so far. Laetitia has not had much to do. She's on the ball right now. And she goes back to Mary Earps as well. United have the ability but that they're showing they have the ability to build out of a press. Oh, Millie Turner just gives it away. No one near her, and she just gives it away, unfortunately. Man United hopefully could get the ball out. It's the press from West Ham right now that's leaving a lot of space in midfield. If they had the players to utilise that space, if United could utilise that space, because actually we do have the players. We got Toon, we got Miyazawa, Zellum can ping passes. If they can utilise the space that West Ham are leaving very vacant during the press, then they can easily hit them with counters. Very, very easily. Big up to Joshua says, I'm interested in being a football scout and I'm interested in learning. United just sloppy with it, trying to clear it out of their box. Riviere chasing it down. Mary Earps across goal goes out. United being very sloppy there. Very, very sloppy in their own box. But back to Joshua's comment. One thing I will say is that I'm the same. I love analysing. I love finding new players. I love just the talking about football in an analytical perspective. You know, you can have a football opinions from like shameless perspectives and as a fan, but I like to look at it as like subjectively. West Ham pressing since coming out of the half. Predominantly they've been pressing and they win it back from a goal kick. United have a goal kick and West Ham win it back. How is that possible? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? West Ham trying to build up from the back. How Sissoko gives the ball away. Man United win it back. Hopefully United we could be better in possession. Hopefully United can be better in possession because they're giving it away in their own half consistently. And Ella Toon picks it up in the centre circle. She goes up. Just gives the ball away again. Just gives the ball away again. Very sloppy. And that's the United throw-in. Thank you, ref. Very sloppy. Just being very careless. I get it. You're up 3-0, but come on. Come on. I found a couple of young, talented players. Remember, social media scouting and in real life scouting is different. It's true. I got some friends that are football scouts for some of the top 6 clubs, some of the mid-table clubs, and it's very different. Like, imagine your job as a scout is, especially like for academy. I know someone who's an academy scout for Man United, and their job is essentially to go to a lot of, so they only scout from certain type of areas. So for example, they don't scout from like the lowest league, you know, like Sunday league teams. They only scout from other academies, but those academies could be, you know, level 2, level 3 academies, or they can be the big academies that are in the, you know, youth Premier Leagues. So I know a scout who scouts across the south of England, and all they do is drive from game to game to game to game every day, watching players. That's it. United are actually getting on my nerves right now, giving away a free kick just on the touch, on the actually sideline. They've given away what looks like a free kick. I've seen social media scouting is jokes because I'll see people saying, oh, I've discovered this player who most of the time it's always players that play in like South America. I've seen people actually get jobs from social media scouting, i.e., you know, putting together player profiles, analysis, etc. of players, you know, and then 3-4 years down the line, they're linked to a big move, to a big club. I know a couple of young players who play for a team in Denmark. They have a scouting program in Ghana. Is it the academy? I forgot what it's called. Right to Dream Academy in Ghana. West Ham with a chance. Millie Turner with a block and another block. 2 back-to-back blocks from Millie Turner in United's box. 2 of them in the 6-yard box. Right to Dream. Yeah. I thought so. I did an article about football in Africa, and a big section of the article was about the Right to Dream Academy and how important it's been to developing talents in West Africa. I think it's a great academy. Obviously, my star boy Kudus came from there, and a lot of other actually players have come from there. Kamaldeen Sulemana at Southampton came from there, loved him. when he was playing at Rennes. I think it's a great academy, especially with the way that they have like feeder clubs in lower leagues in Europe. But essentially that will allow you, once you get to Europe, the dream is to get to Europe, basically, when you're playing in an academy in Africa. Because once you get to Europe, wherever, you could be in Bulgaria, you could be in Russia, you could be in Norway, you could be anywhere. Those top 5 leagues will definitely be more aware of you now that you're playing in Europe. So I think that right to dream system, I can't say this, Norgeland, I know that that's like a feeder club of the Right to Dream Academy in Ghana. So big up to the Right to Dream Academy. They've produced a lot of players. And also there's the King Mohammed Academy in Morocco as well. That's a similar system, a similar structure. Kadeem says, we're coming for you, Mina. Please don't. I remember in the Fergie documentary that he set up scouts to go all over Manchester to look for the best talents, even around England. He had scouts top to bottom all over the country. I wonder what the scouts do now, honestly. I genuinely feel like the scouts don't do anything. The scout that I know that is a United Academy scout was responsible for the team that scouted Garnacho, which was kind of cool. Jace is doing kick-ups on the edge of... She's doing kick-ups on the edge of West Ham's box. She nearly got past her player. United nearly win the ball back again, but West Ham still have possession. Why are you doing kick-ups on the edge of the box? Why? Oh my days. Big tackle from Leticia. Big tackle. I said that I forgot about her in the game, but she's back. Big tackle for her, and it's a corner to West Ham. Big up Starlord, says, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed your bread letters, whatever the hell it was called. I can't remember. Come on, United. Time for a 4th goal. Listen, I need a 4th, I need a 5th, I need a 6th. I want to be in a good mood today. I want to be in a great mood today. Honestly, they must have had a nice trip to Spain. I assume they did. But being a scout just sounds fun. I don't feel like you do much work. A ball in from West Ham, 2 players jumping up for it. Riviere gets onto the end of it, and it looks like United could be on the counter. There's Miyazawa in front of her. Jace is in front. Oh my God! She just got, bro. What kind of tackle is that? Oh my God! She's holding onto her ankle. Yeah, guys, I can't even describe it, but she was being chased down and she's running, and it seems like the West Ham player just, I don't want to say tried to climb her back, but to climb on top of her while she's running. As a result, the West Ham player actually hit her chin into the player's back, and they both just kind of clattered onto the floor. Denton is booked. She gets a yellow card for that. And Riviere is holding her ankle, and she's down. She hasn't moved from the position she's been in, and the coaching staff, the medical staff are on the pitch. Damn, I hope that she's okay, because if she's crying, it might be a big injury. Oh my God, the way she fell into the ground was a very awkward fall as well. I hope she's okay. She's covering her face right now with her shirt, and she looks like she's in a lot of pain. I don't know if it's her knee or if it's her ankle. If it's her knee, I hope it's not her knee. Because we've already lost Gabby George to her ACL injury. And it looks like it might be her ankle. She's in tears. She's crying. United look like they're about to make a substitution. They're about to make 3 substitutions. Oh, she looks like she's in pain. But she looks like she's about to get up. She looks like oh, okay. It's looking positive. We've got Williams coming on. We've got Mallard coming on. It's a triple change from Skinner in the 60th minute. She looks like she's okay. She's limping, but she looks like she's okay. They're not... All right, thumbs up from the medical staff to the bench. Which means that she's all right. My heart just dropped to my stomach. I'm not joking, guys. My heart just dropped to my stomach. It's a triple change for Manchester United. Let's see who's coming off. And who's coming on right now. First change. Who the hell is that? Who the hell is the first change? Who's the first substitution they're making? The first change is Mallard Mallard is coming on number 9, on for number 22, who is Nikita Paris, I think is number 22 it is. So one of the goal scorers is coming off. Hinata Miyazawa has come off as well for Lisa Nolson, who I was saying why is she not playing. So that's a like-for-like change in both positions. And the last change will be Rachel Williams, and I think that will be Jace coming off. I think it's Jace. She's already walking to the touchline. Why would you climb someone's back? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't know. Why the hell would you do that? Hey Mina, do you think you could help out the men and ask the women to lend them some goals? I can't remember the last time, guys. United scored 3 Bayern Munich game. We scored 3 in the Nottingham Forest game. I've seen the women's team score more than 3 goals this season, more times than the men's team. And all the games that United women have scored a lot of goals, they've kept clean sheets. Everton midweek, 7-0, kept a clean sheet. Everton on the weekend, 5-0, kept a clean sheet. Today, West Ham 3-0, clean sheet. Copenhagen as well, how can I forget that? Man United, the men's team scored 3 there as well. Isn't Mallard a type of duck? I have no idea. I'm not really good with animals. If you don't know whether Mallard is a type of duck or not, let me know. All right, let's see if Mallard can get a goal. I hope she can get a goal, because when she scored her first goal for United in the Arsenal game, second game of the season, she did the Rashford celebration. Then she did it again in the Champions League. She did that celebration. I've seen that celebration more from her than I've seen it from Rashford. Rachel Williams might get a goal as well. I think Rachel Williams might get a goal. And Mallard again is playing out on the right-hand side. She's playing as a winger. So that was a like-for-like switch with Nikita Paris. Leah Golton to Nolson. So Zellum is sitting deep and Nolson is playing in Miyazawa's position, where she's just behind Ella Toon as well. Nolson with a through ball to Golton on the left-hand side. Can Golton get to it? She can't. But she can definitely pressure to win it back. And she's trying to force it. That's a corner, ref. That's a corner. Is that a corner? That should be a corner. It doesn't look like it's a corner because the ref is a disgrace. Even though it hit a West Ham player, it should have been a corner. Let's see. Let's see what United can do, because there's still 30 minutes to play, guys. It's still a lot of time to play. West Ham trying to build up from the back. Is that our ball, ref? That should be our ball. Oh, so you were right. Mallard is a duck. What kind of duck is it? Let me see. Because the duck I have, the picture of a duck that I have in my head right now is going to sound so stupid, but it's Donald Duck. That's the picture of a duck that I have. Oh, that's a pretty duck. That is a very pretty duck. You find it in subtropical countries. Nice. I swear, they say it's a subtropical duck, yeah, but I swear I've seen this in my neighborhood. I swear I've seen ducks like this. I swear I've seen ducks like that. Next time I see it, I'm going to take a picture of it. West Ham with the ball. Through ball, finds the player. A through ball straight through the back line, cut back across the box. Heavy touch. And Zellum just manages to get onto it. Yeah, it's at some parks local to me too. So it is in England. So why is Google lying to me and saying it's in subtropical countries? Because I've definitely seen that kind of duck. You know what? Mallard needs to take a picture with a mallard duck. That might make my year. That will definitely make my year. West Ham with the throw in. They're wasting a lot of time taking the throw in. Oh, she clattered her. Oh, she's going to get booked. Jade Riviere did not even get near the ball at all. Scissor tackle. A scissor tackle on Yuki. Oof. She looks a bit frustrated. Damsgaard, who plays for Brentford, came from the Danish team that have the Right to Dream project. Yes. When I wrote the article, it was focused about African players, but I think that was the case as well with Damsgaard. There's quite a few. I like the fact that the Right to Dream Academy in Ghana was set up by, I think, an ex-footballer who wanted to give opportunities to players to go to Europe. And then through connections, he built a feeder club with a team in Denmark. And the rest is history. I like that kind of stuff. I hope more African players do that. I don't know why the big African players ain't done that yet. Building academies in their home country, using their their networks. Ball in, Mary Earps comes out for it completely. Did she even get onto it? I don't even know. It looks like she missed the punch. But Blundell with the ball. Can United go on a counter? Rachel Williams quite deep, gets dispossessed, but United still got it. Ella Toon with a through ball to Galton, but Galton looks like she's out of energy right now. She looks like she's got no speed left in her meter. She got an assist today, got a goal midweek. A woman player who plays for Arsenal came from the Danish team as well. That's good. That's good. I think Mane will set up some football infrastructure for Senegal. I think he will. I know he has plans to do so with Papi Cissé and a lot of ex-Senegalese players. So I think maybe when he retires from international football, he will. But I feel like sometimes with that, with Africa and setting up football academies and just in general, I feel like there's a lot of, not politics, but like, there's a lot of issues, I think, that plays into it. Like, United pressing, Mallard with the foul. I thought she had it there, but she brought the player down. But I feel like in certain, not just certain places in Africa, just in even like football associations, there's a lot of corruption. There's, you see the issue that Eto'o was having with his football association. I've seen it in my own country, the problems happening with the football associations. I feel like if players come back trying to build academies, ministers, like the Ministry of Sport or something, there's so much corruption within it and a lot of politics that plays into it that people might be like, like, pay me money if you want to do this. Bear in mind, guys, look, Kylian Mbappe, before he played for France, when he was a kid in the academy team, he wanted to play, his dad wanted him to play for Cameroon, and Cameroon said, well, pay us, pay the national team, pay the FA if you want your son to play for us. And the dad was like, no, I'm not going to do that because you're meant to pay the player. Imagine if Cameroon had him. Mallard with the ball gets blocked, and it looks like a United player is still down. I think it's Toon or Zellem that's holding their ankle. West Ham on the counter, on the break. Uki trying to get past Millie Turner trying to stick on her. She actually gets past her. She shot straight at Mary Earps, and Mary Earps catches it. And that's a great save. She couldn't see anything. So I think that's a good save because she couldn't see anything. It looked like about 2 of her own players was blocking it. Where do you come from? I come from Africa. I come from the wonderful continent of Africa. If you guys can guess it, I'll leave you to guess it. Great save from Mary Earps, and whoever the player that was down, I hope she's all right. Yeah, she's back up on her feet. Rachel Williams is playing so deep right now. She's essentially playing as a deep playing 9. She's playing as a deep playing number 9 right now. Unfortunately, corruption is a part of third world countries. It runs rampant in a lot of countries, even first world countries. It's very rampant. It's very rampant. He will be playing against the likes of Choupo-Moting and Toko Ekambi. That's true. Obviously, he wouldn't be playing with the likes of Griezmann and etc. But it just shows you that, ball in, Mary Earps flicks it. She manages to get a hand to it, and it's actually still in. Leah Galton picking it up, trying to clear it out, and it takes a block, and it's a United throw in. The same place as Mr. Chunks. Damn right. That country has produced a lot of content creators, that's for sure. 70 minutes in, we've got 20 minutes to go, and United still with that 3-goal cushion from the first half, haven't had any chances in the second half, which is interesting because it's normally the other way around. Normally United don't score in the first half and then they score a lot of goals in the second, but today has been the case of they scored all their goals in the first half and just ain't created any more since. I ain't seen any clear-cut opportunities just yet. West Ham go all the way back to their keeper to build up again. United have stopped pressing as well. They've stopped pressing, so I don't know if that's an instruction from the manager. But West Ham are still pressing. West Ham have been pressing since the second half started, and they've not stopped so far. Yeah, corruption is all over the world. It's just the higher-ups of certain industries or country take advantage of their power, unfortunately. Look at FIFA, for example. I remember watching the documentary on Netflix, but FIFA itself is so corrupt. That guy, I forgot what his name is, the one, and today I feel Qatari, that guy. He is, you know, we talk about Seb Blatter and the corruption under him, but the documentary about that guy is going to be jokes, because we are going to see so much corruption. We're going to see so much. That guy is probably a billionaire from the number of bribes he's probably taken. He's probably a billionaire by now. A ball over the top to Uki, and she gets onto it, doubled up Blundell and Turner on her. She's got a player with her on the right, doesn't even go for her. You know, and they try to get a shot off, which they do, but it's just straight into the keeper's hands. Mary Epps has been forced to make a few saves. She's been forced to make... It hasn't been challenging saves. Great ball from Sissoko. Takes out the whole team with that one pass from the defence all the way to the front line. Uki, I think, missed the chance to go to the right-hand side, player in. And United got back in time. United got back in time. FIFA has always been corrupt. Corruption in football is probably the most blatant thing we've seen for a long time. 100%. 100%. Especially in like FAs, associations, etc. Like, it's just corruption. It's just pure corruption. United managed to pickpocket the ball, which they do. Rachel Williams, it was Nelson actually that won the ball in the midfield. Mallard with the ball, passes it to Ella Toon in the centre circle. A ball out to the left to Blundell. And it's just a bad pass. It's just a bad pass. Mina, your mic volume is very low. Is my volume very low, guys? Let me double check on my side. Look, guys, I can hear myself. My mic ain't low. I just had to double check myself on my system. Maybe you should turn up, see if it's your volume that's low. Double check if it's your volume that's low. Because it definitely ain't me, guys. It definitely ain't me. Big up to everyone, of course. This second half has been a snooze fest. It's been a snooze fest. And you know what? I can't wait for the derby next week. I'm very excited for it. Very excited for it. Especially because it's on a weekend when there's no men's football. So a lot more people will watch it. This has been the story of the second half. Overhit passes non-stop. Another overhit pass from Leah Galton as Melvine Mallard was making the run in. Nelson has come in and just helped. She's helped the midfield. She's helped the midfield to do a good job. And that's what you like. That's what you like to see. Especially because I think West Ham are pressing a lot more in the second half. So, Leah Galton, sloppy pass again. So many what is this sloppy passing going on in this second half? What is it? What is going on? Just overhit passes, careless passes. They've barely created any chances in the second half either. They've barely created anything. I wonder if there will be any more chances or even any more substitutions. Question, not to be ignorant, I just want to know the difference. What is the difference between Somalia and Somaliland? I try to keep away from politics on my channel because that's a political question. yeah, it's just you know, things happened during when the war was under a government regime years ago. Something, you know, things happened, bad things happened, and people decided that they didn't want to be part of a country. They decided to split, and since then, one has been an independent country, unrecognized, but trying to get recognition, and the other one has been obviously a recognized country, and that's literally it. That's the difference. Same language, same ethnicity, same religion, same culture, same everything, but it's just a matter of borders. And yeah, so you'll meet people who say I'm from one or I'm from the other. Each to their own. It's a very sticky question sometimes. It's a very sticky question. A player I would love to see play for United Women is Wendy Renner, just for the set pieces. She's a top defender as well. Forget even set pieces, sorry. She's a great defender. United would be so lucky to have her, but I don't see French players leaving the French league to come to, or leaving like French or whatever league, like not just French players, but sorry, like even like Spanish players, etc. I don't see them leaving to come to the English league unless it's like Chelsea. Like no, not to say that United don't have that pool, because you know United have been able to sign big players. They signed Miyazawa, they signed Jace, they signed Mallard, etc. I just don't think, I don't think they're able to. United are in a position to do that right now. Bear in mind, United sign players and let them rot on the bench sometimes, so that's not a good look. Big up to Suleiman. Hope you have a great day. Against City, the play has to be better, not so sloppy. Listen, City will capitalise. City will punish you. City will punish you. 2 more substitutions for Manchester United. 2 more substitutions. It looks like Leah Galton is coming off. She looked like she had nothing left in her tank. Honestly, she looked like she had nothing left in her tank. So it's time for Leah Galton to come off. And who else is coming off? Jade Riviere is coming. No, she's getting tactical instructions, sorry. Jade Riviere is getting tactical instructions. Millie Turner's coming off. Millie Turner is coming off, and I think Gemma Evans is coming on. Manchester United centre-back that was signed this summer. And Lucia Garcia is coming on for Leah Galton on the left-hand side. So the front line is now Leah Galton, Rachel Williams, and Mallard. That's the front line. And Gemma Evans has come on, like for like change pretty much in every single position. 5 substitutions used by Mark Skinner. 78th minute. Never thought I'd see the day. I never thought I'd see the day when the manager has used all 5 of his substitutions with still 12 minutes to go. That's pretty interesting. This second half, guys, if I'm being very honest, has been an absolute snooze fest. So much sloppiness. They got to do better. They have to do better. Yeah, they have to do better, especially against City. Lucia Garcia picks the ball out in the midfield, gets past 2 players, gets past the 3rd player, finds Mallard on the right-hand side, comes with the overlap as well, but Mallard keeps running, makes a play to Ella Toon. Ella Toon with a back heel to Nelson that just gets dispossessed. And Uki is on the counter, gets past Gemma Evans. Gemma Evans had recovery pace there. Luckily for her, Rachel Williams picks out the pass from Uki. Uki has been isolated up top. She's been isolated up top. And it's Lucia Garcia is through. 1-on-1 with the keeper. Keeper comes out in time. We've only made 4 subs. We've made 5. Mallard has come on. Rachel Williams has come on. Nelson has come on. Garcia has come on. And Gemma Evans has come on. That's 5 substitutions. That's 5 changes that the manager has made. The manager made 3 at once, and then he made 2 at once. The ref played. She brought back that foul from Sissoko. Sissoko got sent off. I remember in the last fixture last season. Garcia for Galton. Leah Galton has come off, and there you go. Sissoko got booked for that challenge on Nelson in the counter attack. Nelson with the ball, puts a delivery in. It's a deep one, and it just goes out. That's the first delivery I've probably seen in the second half. That's probably the first delivery that I've seen in the second half, and it came from a substitute. It came from a substitute. I think United have been a bit lax. They've been a bit relaxed in the second half. Obviously, 3-goal cushion is understandable, but I don't know. You got to do better, I think. You should just want to always score. Even if you're 3-0 up, you should want to get the 4th goal. Oh, sorry. Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, the front line is... I thought I said Garcia, but the front line is Garcia, Williams, and Mallard. A ball in from West Ham. Riviere deals with it. Nelson deals with it. Doesn't deal with it good enough, but Blundell deals with it with a big kick to Garcia. Garcia is chasing it. She takes the touch, but it's a heavy one. Comes back to Blundell. Goes back to Garcia. Garcia, sloppy pass. Sloppy pass. Need to be more tidy on the ball. They need to be more tidy on the ball. I get it. You're up 3-0. You don't feel threatened you're going to concede, but what kind of standard is that? Where you can just be sloppy with the pass just because you're up 3-0. That's not good enough. Ella Toon with the ball on the edge of the box. Slips Mallard in. Oh, just too much on the pass. Mallard was through Sissoko in no man's land. Just unlucky there. Could have been a second assist for Ella Toon of the game. Great pass. Straight through 2 defenders. She plays it straight through the 2 centre-backs. Great pass. Yeah, for me, it's just, guys, if you're up 3-0, it's understandable. I get it. But the passing has been too sloppy in the second half. Any kind of good team with a good midfield, good counter, good tactics would absolutely have a field day with that kind of passing. They would have a field day with that kind of passing. Let me check if my watch is accurate. It should be now. Even West Ham being sloppy with it. They give it away on the edge of their box. Nelson to Williams. Williams looking for options. West Ham have all gotten back. Again, a shot from outside of the box. Lofted over the keeper and goes over the bar as well from Zelim. United have been sloppy with it, but West Ham have been sloppy with the ball too. How are you giving the ball away in your own box just like that? Just like that, giving it away in your box. That is sloppy. That's definitely sloppy. West Ham are going to try build up from the back. Oh, they don't. Keeper just goes long instead. Keeper just goes long instead, and the ball goes back. A referee stopping play for a foul. I hope that's for a foul to United, but it looks like it's a foul to West Ham. If you're a scout for United, which country would you want to go to first? Oh, good one. I'd go Spain, you know. I'd go to Spain. I feel like the Spanish women's team, great team. I'd also go to Japan. Based on, but this is just me going off of the teams that I was most impressed with at the World Cup. I was impressed with Japan. I thought they had great players. But for me, the Spanish team, like, come on, they got Ballon d'Or winners. For me, Spain dominate the quality of women's football. You look at the likes of, Barcelona, Madrid, etc. Yeah, they're just too good, man. Riviere running into heaps of space. Ella Toon with a lot of space as well. If she can find someone, she's got options with her. She's got Garcia. She finds Garcia. Ella Toon with the ball. Is she going to put a delivery in? She tries to. Williams tries to get up, and Sissoko wins that battle. Oof, Riviere just gets bursted past. She got whoever that is. I don't know who that West Ham player is. Yeah. But she got a heavy touch. Heavy touch. Japan's play were immaculate. I thought they were going to make the final, but unfortunately they got knocked out by Sweden. Japan were my dark horses. When I was covering it, I said Japan were my dark horses. I thought that they could definitely get to the final. Definitely. I was so shocked when Sweden knocked them out. I was so shocked. And I think Japan is an interesting one because I feel like they've got probably one more World Cup of this era of players. But I feel like also the crop of talent that they have as well is still good. So we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, with England is a different situation, especially in the national teams. In the national team setup, England is so different because they're good. I think England are good. And I feel like they've got a good crop of players as well coming up. So that's another positive. If you want to look at it like that, that's another positive too. West Ham with the ball just can't get through to United's box. They get to the edge of United's box, and they just kind of become static. And they're just sloppy with the passing as well. But United equally as sloppy too. Nelson with the ball now to Ella Toon. Ella Toon slips Mallard in. Can Mallard get to that? She does. She gets to it. Trying to skip past her defender. She finds Toon on the edge of the box. Toon to Williams. It just overhit. And it goes out for a corner. No, it goes out. Yeah, it goes out for a corner or a goal kick. What is it? Because the ref is pointing to a goal kick, and the fourth official is the lineswoman is giving a corner. So what is it? What is it? Miscommunication there. At least I'd rather have that miscommunication rather than have the atrocity that is VAR. Katie Zellem picks up the ball. Oof, no, she doesn't. Yes, she does. Blundell picks it up. Bad back pass to her defender, but Evans deals with it. That's a bad back pass. About 3 minutes left of regular time. I think there'll be a bit of add-on, but it won't be much. Ella Toon, great pass to Nelson. United on the counter. Nelson, can she find Garcia? She does. She finds Garcia. One-on-one Garcia. She cuts in. Right foot. All that space of goal. And she scores. And it's 4 for Manchester United. And that pass came from Lisa Nelson. Great pass to pick out Lucia Garcia. And Lucia Garcia gets her goal. And you know what Lucia Garcia does when she scores? She's pointing at Lisa Nelson. Phenomenal pass. She picks her out. That is a great, great pass. Great, great pass. Nelson with a great pass for the assist. Her midfield contribution has been immense so far. Her midfield contribution has been immense. What a player she is, honestly. She's a top player. And that's 4 for United, and comfortably, I would say, they are on to the next game. Going into the derby with confidence is a good thing. Going into the derby with confidence is a good thing. I said 3-0. I said I would think it would be a 3-0 game. 4-0 is one better. VAR is rubbish. Eze should have gotten a red card yesterday. I hate VAR so much, honestly. When it works in your favour is one thing, but every other time I hate it. And I don't think it will ever come to the women's game. Even though sometimes the calls from refs are questionable, I don't see VAR coming to the women's game anytime soon. I don't see that. Mary Earps with a big kick. Oh, Mallard wins it back. She puts her head where a player put her foot. That's how you know she's fearless. To Ella Toon. Ella Toon out to Garcia on the left-hand side. Garcia trying to get past her player. She's trying. She's battling. And it's a corner to Manchester United. Could it be a 5th? Could it be a 5th? I think it could. If that's a good... Millie Turner's come off. But they've got height in the box. United have a lot of height in the box. They've got Williams. They've got Mallard. They go short quickly. Zellem to Toon. Toon coming with the run in. She comes... Katie Zellem, can she get onto it? Cuts back. Mallard. Garcia. Mallard gets it. And it's 5. I literally said, can it be 5? And it is. It is 5-0. 2 goals in 3 minutes. Quick football. Quick football to get a 5th goal. It was a little scramble in the box. I'm not going to lie. It was a little scramble in the box for that goal. It was Ella Toon with the little cut-in run for Zellem. Zellem hits the byline, drags it across goal. Garcia's shot gets blocked. Mallard is in the right place, and West Ham had a player on the line, so she was onside. Keeper did not stand a chance. And that's 5 for United. 3 games in a row. They've scored 5 or more goals. I'll take that. I will absolutely take that. Especially with the derby coming up. You can't It's good to just be in goal scoring form. It's good to be in goal scoring form. Mallard looks happy, obviously. And she's saying, look, Zelem. She's happy with that assist from Zelem. Extra time now. Again, MUTV not showing us how much extra time is being played. Obviously, the commentators probably mentioned it, but my volume is not loud enough. But it'll probably be about 5 to 6 minutes extra time, I think. Can United get a sixth? That's me being very that's me being very selfish at this point. That's me being, honestly, I'm being so selfish saying, can Man United get a sixth? Because we don't even need it, but I want it. I would like it. I would like it. Mallard with the ball on the right-hand side, trying to find options in the box. She goes to the edge of the box to Nolson. Nolson to Zelem on the edge of the box. They swing it to the left to Blundell. Mad score, you know. I know. The second half was boring until the last 5 minutes. It was 3-0 for most of the second half. And we scored 2 goals in about 5 minutes. Or even less than that. Johnny Evans is out until December. Okay, December's not that far away. December's in like 2 weeks. Or 2.5 weeks. It's not that far away. Especially most of international break. We come back on the first game back is 28th of November. So will he be missing a lot? As long as Varane stays fit. Lindelof stays fit. West Ham just give away the ball again in their own half. Mallard with it. A little dinked pass to Toon. And the keeper comes out to collect it. There you go. West Ham just going long now because they know when they're trying to pass out, they're just sloppy with it. And they win. United win the ball back again. United win the ball back. Mallard and Toon linking up well. They're both looking for each other every single time. Nolson on the right-hand side. Is she going to put a ball in? She goes short instead to Zelem. Zelem puts a delivery in. It's a deep one. And the keeper comes out to collect it again. The fact that United are still 5-0 up. The fact that United are 5-0 up. And they're still looking for a goal in extra time. That says a lot. That honestly says a lot. Big up to everyone. I hope you lot are entertained. You know, I hope you lot are entertained by the goals. I hope you guys are impressed by the goals. Goodison Park next for you guys. Are you going Mina? I might be. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure yet. I'll know more probably next week, inshallah, because a friend of mine is meant to give me a ticket. But if not, I'll be there at the Old Trafford fixture against Everton. Garcia with the ball. She's cutting in on the right-hand side, trying to get a shot. And she does. And the keeper makes a save. How are you 5-0 up? This is what I love. You're 5-0 up. And you're still trying to score. This is how I know players are goal hungry. Players want to score. You know why? Because they know if they score, that could be a reason for them to start the next game. The more goals they score. We saw it. Nikita Paris got a hat-trick midweek. She had 2 goals last week. And she gets to start today. And she gets a goal as well. 5 different scorers on the goal sheet for Manchester United. And United still building up. 3 minutes and 45 seconds played of extra time. So again, I don't know. The Everton game after international break is at Goodison. Yeah, I know. We played them, I think, in February at Old Trafford, or March. I think it's March we played them at Old Trafford. I might go to Goodison. It's very dependable. Oh, Ella Toon trying a little skill to get away, but it doesn't work out. But Lucy Garcia wins it back, but I think it's full-time whistle. I thought it was a high boot that they were calling for. Full-time whistle at a rainy stadium as Manchester United. It was 4 minutes added time. It was 4 minutes added time. They just played just over 4 minutes. A lot of it was spent in West Ham's half, if I'm being honest. Rainy day in Wigan as Manchester United beat West Ham 5-0. We're going to quickly talk about the game. But if you guys want a full analysis, breakdown, post-match comments about the manager, etc., I've put a link to my new podcast, Le Carrington Podcast, a podcast strictly for Manchester United women's football, of course. And you can find the episode today around 6 p.m. It will drop. And I'd appreciate if you follow it, like it, listen to it, run the numbers up. That's it. That's all I ask for. It will be available on Apple Podcasts in due time as well. Let me get through some of the comments. This is a wonderful comment. Your commentary is not bad at all. I am blind but have enjoyed it. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That actually means a lot. And I hope you enjoyed the commentary, and I hope you enjoyed hearing about the game as well. Twalumba says, so happy for Mallard. I'm happy every time she scores. Like, I want her to start, but today was a situation where the manager went with Garcia, of course, over that. Lisa needs to be starting. She got an assist. When she came on, I feel like the creativity in that midfield was a lot better. I feel like it was a lot better, the creativity. Even though we only scored later into the second half, you know, we had that 3-goal cushion for most of the second half. I was happy with Lisa's performance. Not to say that Miyazawa was not that great. I just feel like there was so much space, and I said it earlier in the stream. I said when West Ham were pressing, there was so much space in the midfield. We just needed someone to capitalize on it. And she came and did exactly that. So I appreciate that. Big up Chucky Bar says, great performance, girls. Great work, Mina. Appreciate it. Big up Chidinma says, big up Mina. Really enjoyed the stream. Well done. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And we will be back next Sunday. I think it will be 4:30 kickoff UK time. So I'll be live at about 4:20 for the big one. This is another big one. Manchester United versus Manchester City at Old Trafford. Women's derby. That will be a great game. I'm really looking forward to it. And like I said, after the game later this evening, if you want some more Manchester United women's content, you can click the link in the comment section, and it's also in the community section of my channel, and I will also put it in the bio of the video. After the game, you can listen to Le Carrington, where I'll be breaking down the game, talking about it in a lot more detail than I have on this stream. And obviously we'll talk a bit about the manager's post-match comments, and we'll obviously preview the big one for next weekend. You guys know what it is. Big up to everyone for stopping by. Started early today. It was an early lunchtime stream, 12 p.m. kickoff, and I appreciate everyone that stuck around thus far. You don't know what it is. International break in the men's game doesn't mean there's not going to be any content. There will always be content here, whether it's women's, men's, or even gaming. So I appreciate it. You guys can become a member of the channel. You can support the channel and the growth of it by joining the Minionship, where you get your badges, you get your emojis, you get your custom member content coming as well. Big up to everyone that has joined the Minionship so far. You can become a minion. Why wouldn't you want to be? It's like a cult. It's like a gang. It's like a community. It's a family. That's exactly what it is. Big up to everyone. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Manchester United 5, West Ham 0. And the Reds go marching on. You lot know what it is. Big up to everyone. I'll be back later tonight with a gaming stream. I can guarantee you guys that. But until tomorrow, in terms of football content, that is it. You don't know what it is. Big up to everyone. Hope you have a wonderful Sunday. Be sure to like, subscribe, and until next time, guys, it's your girl Mina. Peace.